Gang's all here.
We are live. This is the Reseller Wakeup. It's a Friday, guys. Episode, what, 20 now? Holy crap. We've been doing this for a month. Can you believe that? Yeah, it's the 7th of November. So, anyway, looks like being Friday, gonna have a bunch of garage sales going on today. And I know it's nice here. I think I'm actually gonna go out. I can't Usually this late in November we don't still have them going, but I've actually been seeing a bunch of signs go up and stuff, and uh, just gonna have to check Craigslist and see. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying last night, if you guys missed the Toadcast last night, you gotta go back and check it out. It's pretty awesome. But I was talking about a contest that I want to run, and we're gonna be talking about that today. I'm not sure how I want to do it or anything yet, but the gist of it is, if you're a member of my group, you can go to. It was Thrift Store Scores. I just changed the name of it yesterday to the Reseller Wakeup, just because that's pretty much the only thing that was getting posted in there. Uh, was episodes of the show. So if you go and join there, you can see I made just a rough sketch of a banner that I want to have made, and I want to incorporate a contest into it. So hopefully somebody out there with a little bit more artistic talent than me can help me out, and we can get something put together. But anyway, how's everybody's day going so far? Still early, but anybody got any big plans for the weekend?
Oh,
I'm
so
awake,
far, so good. Yeah.
awake and coffee in hand. That's the best day it could possibly be.
The
There
only
you
one
go.
drinking a beer.
Jesse's got it down. He's got the right
I
idea.
haven't gone to sleep though. This is my nighttime, so don't judge me. I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Too late, you've already been judged.
Yeah, I don't judge anybody for.
Can't judge somebody because they'd sin differently than you. Yeah.
Well, I don't judge,
I'm in
man.
Las Vegas. This is totally normal.
What about you, Talbot? What do you got going for the weekend?
I don't know yet. Look around, see what any sales.
Yeah.
That sounds like famous last words. We're in Las Vegas. This is totally normal.
It's true, though.
It's awful. I want to move. I really do.
Yeah.
I've become an alcoholic since I've been here. Let's not beat around the bush. I've become an alcoholic. Let's not lie.
I think most people involved in this
You made it through
business are
step
pretty
one.
much alcoholic.
Right.
Don't you realize?
Today's going to be yard sales. I'm going to actually have a yard sale.
Yeah.
At some
I
point.
got mine set up, ready to go. It's all out there. I got my sign out on the road. I mean, I probably have like legitimately like 1,000 items in my yard right now. Like, not even joking. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get to see you wheeling and dealing a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have any early birds there.
You know, and I put it on Craigslist too. I was like, early birds are welcome, and I said it started at 7, so I'm expecting some people to show up soon. To be honest.
Might have even. Well, let's see. Now today's Friday. I was going to say Tina might be showing up over there. But
This is cool the way my camera's set up too, because I can see if anybody walks up behind me.
if we can watch it all live when they jump you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think you've been on the show yet, Jesse, but I know you're really active on the Facebook groups and everything. You help the Reseller Society with their banners and everything. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, kind of your background, how you got started with all this, and yeah, just take it away.
All right. My name's Jesse. My eBay's Jesse's Closet. I recently got into clothes pretty heavy. That's a lot of what I do. I first started a while back, probably about 2 years ago, doing consignment. And I was selling everything on consignment on eBay, Craigslist, Bonanza, all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of escalated from there. I had a blast doing consignment for a long time, but because I didn't have an actual store and I was doing it out of my house, a lot of people thought they could just call me every single day and be like, "Oh, did my item sell yet? Did my item sell yet?" And it was starting to get kind of old. And so I wanted to I actually started watching YouTube videos about reselling, and like everybody pretty much, I think everybody started out watching the Gilmans, of course. So like that was some of the first videos I started watching, and I've always had a passion for clothes, so that's the route I went now that I'm doing my own thing and actually buying my own products to sell. I started watching Ronin and Rake and Profit, and so now that's doing really well, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. I love going to the store and finding. I honestly think I was a pirate in my previous life because I'm definitely a treasure hunter. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing now is selling a lot of clothes, and I haven't gotten into like women's clothing. I feel like it's a lot more complicated, but men's clothing is pretty easy. I just buy like dress shirts and blazers and suit jackets and stuff like that, and I would never imagined it being that like a lot of money to be made in there, but there is a lot of money to be made in selling clothes, so I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I got into clothing, because I mean it's really easy. You realize really fast how much profit there is. I mean it's a lot more work than a lot of the other stuff that you get into, but clothing, man, I mean there isn't a whole lot of other stuff you can consistently every single day go out there and pay $1 or $2 or $5 for something and sell it for 40, 50, $100.
Yep, it's awesome. And you know, a lot of the times at Goodwills, I mean, you'll find like T-shirts. They go for $1. Like normally they're like $1 to $2 for a T-shirt. So if you go in there and you look for the right stuff for band T-shirts, Harley Davidson T-shirts, stuff like that, I mean, you could get 30 shirts for $30 if you really wanted to. If you really searched and did your homework, and then I mean, one shirt could bring you enough money to cover that whole lot that you brought home, and then the rest is pure profit.
Yeah, and you can also lot those up. A lot of times when I'm doing shirts, I'll just kind of make a pile, and when I got 5 or 6 Harley shirts, I'll put those in a lot. When I get 5 or 6 Express shirts, I'll put those in a lot. If I get 5 or 6 Mario Brothers shirts, I'll put those in a lot. And I mean, yeah, you can sell them for like $10 a piece, but when you got that many of them, you can get $5 or $10 a piece for them, and a lot. And it's easier, it's less work, and it's faster and all that. But what's up, Eric? How's it going, man?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, just plugging away, man. Get anything done yesterday?
A little bit of stuff. That and stopped at a yard sale on the way back from dropping my kid off at school.
Oh, right on. This morning you did that?
Yeah, that's why I'm late. It started at 8:30. I was like,
wow. So there are
kids to McDonald's, got them set up, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. So they're still going on around you, huh? You got garage sales going?
Yeah, this was an indoor church sale.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I need to look into more of those. Every once in a while I'll see a sign for them. Every time I've ever stopped at a church sale, though, I've had horrible luck. But I don't know.
I did all right.
Let's see. What'd you get?
I spent $22 total. This will probably go for about 30 to 40. It's a 35 millimeter Canon EOS Rebel.
Is that a digital
nice.
camera?
No, it's a 35 millimeter.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
But it still go for about 30 to 40.
Yeah.
Eric, have you checked on Amazon for that?
Oh, used?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can sell those used on Amazon.
yeah,
Oh,
and a
that
lot
I
more
would-
money.
Remember, I'm still getting used to thinking about Amazon when it doesn't have a UPC.
Right.
There's a time I had a 35 millimeter on eBay, for $19. Couldn't sell it, and I looked over on Amazon, and it's going for around $100. So, yeah,
Wow.
check Amazon.
Yeah, I will. Picked up a Krups espresso machine. I got all the parts to it.
Cool.
Some stuff I hadn't had a chance to look up yet. I just kind of grabbed it like an ice cream maker. But I grabbed 3 Sony Walkmans. One of them I did look up, and it was going for like $20 on eBay.
Yeah, the Sony Walkmans are great, man. Sony and Panasonic are the 2 brands that I grab without even really looking at them. CD players and cassette players. If they're like $1 or two, all day.
Well, actually, I guess I got 4. I got 2 tape ones, and I looked this one up. This was going for like 20.
Yeah.
So I got this one, and then I got one that does the CDs, and then I got this one, which I didn't look up, but it was only 50 cents. It's like just a digital radio, but it's a Walkman. Or, I don't know. So I got to look it up still.
Yeah, those little radios go pretty good too. You can get $10, $15 for those. Just it depends on the brand and the model, just like everything else.
Yeah. Well, I just grabbed it because it was Walkman. I figured for 50 cents, I'll put it in my own yard sale if it's not worth nothing.
Exactly. Well, you can lot them up too. If they ends up that it's broken or whatnot, like it's not running cassettes. I mean, people like to tinker around with that stuff, so they'll buy them broken just to try to fix them.
Yeah. Well, I got this for $1. I didn't look it up either. It's a CD-ROM game, but it's sealed in the package. And according to the Marshall's label, originally sold for 20, so I figured for $1 I'd probably make something.
Yeah. Stuff like that. As long as it's not like a screensaver or something, then and even those can be worth
No,
money.
it says go even further than NASA's astronauts.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, I went to a. What else you get? That about it?
Yeah, I got some ice cream thing I've got to look up, but it was only $1. It was a pile of parts, but I figured an ice cream maker is probably pretty good. And then I picked up a bottle warmer, the first year's. It was $3, but I kind of figured it might be worth something. So I got to look it up too. Too many old people looking at me funny when I was looking stuff up, so I just grabbed stuff and went.
When people start looking at me funny when I'm looking stuff up, I just turn on my camera and ask them if they want to be on YouTube. Usually they leave me alone real quick.
I saw that in one of your videos.
Yeah, you got to remember though, I live in a small town. I knew half the people.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
So in this church is where my son goes. He does VBS during the summer there.
Gotcha.
So I try to be a little bit nicer. Now when I'm out of town, I'm a dick. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's what's nice
Only
about
when you're
being
out
a
of
big
town.
Yeah, only when I'm out of town. When I'm
Yeah.
in town, I'm like the coolest, nicest person there is.
Well, I find that hard to believe, but I guess I could see you at least being okay. Yeah, last night I went to a thrift store. Yeah, it was funny. So last night I went to drop my mother-in-law off at the airport, and she let me borrow her car. So I stopped at the airport restaurant. Like as you're leaving, there's like a little restaurant deal thing.
Get a drink?
What's that?
What, to get a drink? That's what I do when I drop my mother-in-law off.
No, I had to get some food. Actually, I was planning on going to the Weigh and Pay on the way home, but because I drive right past it on the way from the airport. But yeah, she gives me her key fob, like her spare set of keys, and didn't tell me that it didn't work at all. And so I locked the doors and when I locked the door and shut the car door, the car alarm armed. And I was like, oh great. So it wouldn't unlock, it wouldn't disarm, and they didn't sell the batteries for it in the store, the little gas station that was there, and I flagged down a couple people, like, hey dude, do you have like a car alarm or a garage door opener or something in your in your car that I could just borrow the battery out of for a second? And then I found a cop that actually let me borrow his battery, and and it still didn't work. It's like, shit. Okay, so it's the fob, great. So I had to call Subaru and figure out how to disarm it and everything, and yeah, it was a mess. I ended up like 2 or 3 hours. I spent about 2 or 3 hours just trying to figure that out. But thought I was gonna get stranded for a second.
Wow.
Yeah, but then on the way home, I stopped by a thrift store just for the hell of it and ended up grabbing a couple things. I got this commercial coffee maker. I don't know if you guys ever see those, but if you do, just grab it. Because, I mean, even selling them for parts, you get 50, 60 bucks for them most of the time, and some of them are worth hundreds of dollars. Uh, the one that I got, there were none on eBay listed, but there were 2 sold listings. One of them was $140 plus shipping, and the other one was $200 plus shipping that they'd sold for. So I got it for 10 bucks.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
almost bought a printer. I found this printer. I looked it up. And it was like $85 plus shipping. They had it for $4.99, and it worked. I mean, they had like sheets that they'd printed out when they tested it and everything, but it was just like one of those big, bulky 3-in-1s with like the fax scanner, printer, and the photo and all that. But man, I hate shipping stuff that. It's not that I hate shipping stuff that big. I hate trying to find the box. You know, I can never find a box that's big enough. The box that I do find always end up being way too big, and yeah.
Yeah,
went
Charlie
to,
Picker, you were right. I'll profit $60 on that camera
On Amazon.
on FBA. It goes for 75 with a rate of 5,500 in photography.
Very nice on that. Yeah.
James knows cameras, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I found this camera. It was the same thing. They're going for about 10 bucks on eBay, and on FBA they're going for like 40 or 50.
I mean, there was 2 others there, but it was a Pentax and an Olympus, and they weren't going over like 5-10 bucks on eBay, so I didn't even grab them.
Yeah, when it comes to those 35 millimeter film cameras, you should really stick with. Actually, Pentax is a good brand.
Yeah, no, Pentax is. Olympus isn't.
No, Olympus is not.
Olympus, now, for digital cameras, Olympus can be good because they were one of the first ones to come out with digital cameras.
Yeah, I check them for memory cards. That's about it. But Pentax, Nikon, and Canon are pretty much the only brands of 35 millimeter cameras that I look at. But if I see any of those brands, then usually they're cheap if they're film, and they're really good profit.
You know, with the film cameras, make sure the camera might be junk, but the lens isn't. The lens can sell for money.
Right? Yeah, if it's a SLR.
Mhm.
Yeah, I always watch for fisheye lenses.
Yeah.
I learned about those by chance. I was at this yard sale that I had seen online that talked about old bottles, and so I went to go take a look, and she thought she had bottles made of gold. So I piddled around and I picked up this little piece of junk and that little piece of junk, and I picked up this camera lens in an old leather case. And I was like, "Oh, how much for this?" She's like, "Oh, $1." Well, it was a fisheye lens that I sent to Japan for $480.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
And thus educated myself about fisheye lenses.
Yeah,
If
right
you
after
see a lens where it's a 28 millimeter or less, that's big money.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was. All I know is I started it off at 99 cents and was pretty happy with the end result.
Yeah, every once in a while when you've got really big money stuff like that, they can get the actual value of what it's worth if you put it up for 99 cents because it is so rare and people are always looking for that stuff. That's why I always like finding those items that, like that coffee maker, you know, it's like you look it up and oh crap, there are none listed, great. And then when you hit sold, it's like there's 2 or 3 items that have actually sold. That kind of stuff always goes for a lot of money. But
Right.
let's see, how did I do this week? Pretty crappy. Oh wow, I only did like 600 bucks, 500 bucks.
What are we talking about? Amazon?
Oh no, that was just eBay. Amazon.
Pretty much anything on.
I mean, my Amazon's ramping up. I mean, I've only been at it for a little over a month now. I'm at 430 this week.
Oh wow, you're doing better than me on Amazon. I only did 210. Yeah, I gotta focus on listing. I haven't gotten any listings up since Saturday, I think, or no, Sunday. I got a bunch of listings put up, and then I've just been relisting items since then. I totally missed out on this whole last 3 days. Yesterday screwed me up, man. Being stuck at the airport for 3 hours set me back quite a bit. And then last
Hey, Mike.
night.
So,
Yeah.
do you got a lot of replens in your Amazon? Is that where you're getting your numbers from?
I've been building them up, yeah, over the last year. So Yeah.
Have you lost any along the way, or are you still pretty much at everyone you've put in is still working for you?
Well, most of the replens are, they all have like their sales life, their economic life span, I guess you want to call it. But what I'm trying to do now is get more of those staple products, things that people buy no matter what, all the time.
Right.
Get those more into my replens because a lot of mine were like food items that were really hot. Like everybody loves them because it's something brand new, like buffalo, whatever, or this and that. Now, since I started with those, I've started to get a lot more of the staple items, the stuff that everybody buys all the time, kind of stuff. So far, it's been working out pretty good. I mean, we basically didn't send anything but replens in over the summer, and we averaged monthly right around 3,000. So, yeah.
Nice.
But we also did a lot of prep work for fourth quarter with toys and things. So.
Oh, so you guys did send a ton of toys in?
Yeah, well, I have. That's actually what I was just yelling at downstairs. Is I have about 5 to 6 foot tall stack of nothing but toys on my dining room table, and my cat decided she needed to be on top of that, so they all went down like dominoes.
That's okay. I had opossums in the garage last night eating the cat food. So.
Oh my gosh.
What's even better is the wife came out here to raid the kids. My oldest brought his candy bucket out here because he didn't want his brother eating it. So she came out here to raid the candy bucket and turned the light on, and there's 2 possums staring at her.
That's
Needless to say, she didn't eat any candy last night.
We have a friend that they just had a skunk in their garage, and it sprayed inside the garage, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, we don't have a big skunk
the
problem
other
here.
day.
We got a lot of possums, though.
There's a friend of mine the other day. He came back from, he went out dancing and then came back home and a little bit tipsy. But he came in and his dad asked him to say, "Hey, you bring some pig home with you?" No, I didn't bring anybody home with me. But he looked in the kitchen. There's this big sow rummaging through the garbage inside the kitchen because he left the door open.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
What do you do with that? I mean,
Well, it depends on how old that pig is. It could be some good pork, or just chase it away.
Exactly.
I'm just thinking about how I would shoot it without putting a bullet hole in something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that would be. No, that's when you just grab a knife and jump on its back and.
Yeah.
Clearly, you've never been pig hunting, Paul.
Yeah. There's one time I rented a Nissan Murano, one of those big SUVs, and went up one of the little side roads up here, and coming around a corner, and there was a whole family going across the road. Missed the other ones, but I hit this one, and it was like a big speed bump going over it. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and it rolled and just got up and ran away.
Yeah. Put it this way, there's 2 things I carry large sidearm to hunt. That's bears and pigs.
Yeah.
Because they'll both kill you. Usually the pig won't kill you, but you'll just be messed up for a very long time. Especially
bears are smarter. They'll run away from you. Pigs,
pigs will dig those tusks into you, man, and you're done. I mean, you'll end up losing limbs from infection and crap.
Yeah.
I see them out here on the golf course, and they just stick their snout down into the ground, just flip up a whole foot of dirt. So,
yeah.
I killed a black widow the other day.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm in Vegas, man. I don't have none of that shit. I don't have pigs or.
You got coyotes over there.
I put it this way: I have knives with the handles made out of pig tusks. That's how big they are.
Oh,
hey Jesse,
awesome.
What was her name?
It was Black Widow, Deadly. That's what it was. She was dead.
Black Widow 325. You met her on Yahoo somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't want to marry her.
Probably want to avoid that.
She was Black Widow 187. Is what she was.
Great for a night on the town, but not the marrying type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
did-
unless you're like the rest of us and broke. Then it won't matter.
I did order like a really cool bat. It's I can't remember. It's called like a Nicta Javania or something bat. It's a split face bat, and I got it off eBay for like nothing, but the thing is like huge. And I got that and a scorpion, and now I'm in the process of making like shadow boxes for them. I just kind of got into the whole like insects and spiders and like I'm gonna frame my whole room, I think, with stuff like that and skulls and they sell like alligator heads, like legit, like huge alligator heads for like $30 on eBay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They're like all dried out and taxidermied or
Don't
whatever?
you ever
Yeah.
watch Swamp People?
They're like
There's
huge.
a plethora of alligator heads out there.
I couldn't believe there was that many. Like I went on the guy's thing and it said like 77 sold. And I was like, how many alligators are you catching every day, dude? Like, seven sold?
That's the bolo of the day right there. Be on the lookout.
Alligator heads.
So
Yeah, if
Jesse, you're
anybody's
talking
in the
about
alligator head business, get a hold of us and let us know how you're doing with it.
Dude, Jesse, you were talking about black widows, huh?
Yeah.
Let me get to that point. This is a scorpion versus a black widow. The black widow already stung the scorpion, so it's already done.
No way.
Whoa.
Loser. Could at least try harder.
Kind of touching him, make sure he is paralyzed already, just to make sure. But yeah. But that's how instant a black widow. I mean,
That is a big
I
black
turned it
widow.
on. They were starting to fight. He got stung, and it's almost instantly he's paralyzed.
Wow.
That's insane.
Jeremy Holland said he killed a mosquito where he's at.
I've been trying to kill this fly for like 2 days. It keeps buzzing around every once in a while, and then it gets out of the room again.
That's crazy considering they only live for 24 hours.
Well, maybe it's another fly.
No, what you want to see is crazy is look up brown recluse bites.
Oh, those are
And I'll tell you what, I found in my old house one of those camel spiders that are like supposedly like in Iraq and shit, like in there, and like, so I was like running across my garage floor and I put this, I don't know why, but I had a strainer out in my garage, so I put a strainer over it, and then like me and my chick were sitting out there for literally like 30 minutes, like, okay, now what do we do? Like, I want to keep it, I don't want to squish it, and I still have it in the jar right now, but that thing lived in a jar for like 3.5 weeks.
Wow.
It was still crawling around for like almost a month in a little jar. I put some holes in it, so it did have a little bit of oxygen coming in there, but with no food, no nothing, that thing lived for almost a month inside of a jar. The thing was massive, like it was the size of my palm. And I still have them in my bathroom in a jar. I wanna pin him. I want to pin him on like a piece of whatever that board is that they put on, and I want to mount him, but I'm scared to even touch the thing, man. Like, I've never seen a camel spider before. That thing was wicked.
Yeah,
What's
they
up, Brian?
can get way bigger. Yeah, I've seen them way bigger than the size of your hand, man. Like literally double.
Oh, I bet. I bet they're huge. Yeah, this one was probably a baby.
Yeah, that's.
Go get it. Let's see.
It freaked me
Go
out.
grab it.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna turn my camera off because I'm gonna carry my computer upstairs so I don't leave it in the garage while I'm going up
Oh
there.
yeah, just.
Oh, that's right. You are in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
And people are trying to find you.
Just so you guys know, Dallas is all clear for Ebola. We've passed the 21-day mark, so yeah, I can now leave Dallas without a problem.
You can leave your house.
You've lifted the quarantine. Thanks.
That's right. And you guys can come and visit me now if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll give it another month still.
I still think Dallas may be on the CDC's no-fly list.
How long did that Toadcast go last night, Brian?
Afterwards, oh man, about 3 o'clock, I think, is whenever we finally just dispersed.
Holy crap! What time? So how long did you guys go after I left on live?
Wasn't paying attention.
Huh. Yeah, if you guys missed it last night, you got to go check it out. Sean decided he wanted to have a random Toadcast out of nowhere, and it was a good time. We were having some fun and talking some. If I remember right, we had some good information going out, but I don't know.
I don't remember.
Details are fuzzy.
I don't remember any information coming from there.
He said, if I remember.
Yeah, I don't really remember much about it, but it was a lot of fun anyway. I know we laughed a lot. Yeah, I posted a haul video well, it wasn't a haul video, it was a ride along this morning. You guys want to go check that out?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I saw you post that.
Yeah, I just finished editing it this morning and uploaded it right before the show went live. So after this, make sure you go check that. If you guys haven't been to my Facebook group, the Reseller Wakeup, make it a little easier for you to find the shows in the morning. You can just go there and join us. Just join that group, and we'll be posting like haul videos and stuff like that too. But every morning we post and we pin the current episode of the Reseller Wakeup so that it's easy for you all to find when you're looking for it.
Hey, hey, Paul.
Yeah.
By the way, today's the 7th.
Yeah, not the 6th.
Oh, my bad. That was the 6th last night. I'll go back and change it, but I was looking at my watch like I always do, and it was like 10 o'clock at night when I set this up. So.
Okay, here's something I just don't get this. It was posted in some of the groups. A quadruple amputee is on the run and is armed and dangerous.
What?
I'm serious. On the run, person of interest in parent's death. Authorities are looking for a Florida quadruple amputee in connection with the murder of his parents. It's armed and dangerous.
Okay, then.
I guess it's about like the psychic midget that's running from the cops, You put out a bolo for a small, medium, at large.
Was his name Bob?
He's in the ocean.
So yeah, guys, I do want to do a contest. Not sure what I want to give away yet. Not sure how I want to run it, but the gist of it is I need a banner for the Reseller Wakeup, and I've got a rough sketch of kind of what I'm looking for, and I want to get all the listeners involved. And I mean, if any of you guys have any suggestions, that'd be great too. But thought about maybe going to Fiverr and seeing if somebody there would hook me up with something. But basically, I want a banner for the show that I can post on my Facebook group and all that. And any of you can come up with something that's kind of similar to what I posted, then we're going to do a giveaway. For sure. This is what I was thinking. You guys tell me what you think. I found this the other day. I actually use the same thing. It's a cell phone mount for a windshield, but it'll stick to anything. It's got like a sticky base, and you can attach the sticky base, and then it's got a suction cup for windows and stuff. But as you can see, Cool Toad's brand. Oh yeah. But this is the one that I use. This is the one that Chad, Golden Finger Picker, recommended that I get. And right after I bought mine, I found one at a thrift store. So I want to give this away for sure. And if anybody that wants to try and come up with a banner, if you come up with a banner that I decide to use, then this thing is yours. I'm not gonna make a deadline or anything, because I mean, I just don't want to. I don't want to get the first one that comes along. I'm gonna make sure that I like what it is and that we stick with it and everything for a while. But yeah, if you can come up with the banner, then I'll send you that cell phone clip. It's basically just a cell phone holder so that you can make videos and stuff while you're in your car. Like I said, this is the one that I use. It works great. You can hook a phone or a camera or whatever you want to. They're really good. But what about you guys? You think that Any other
That's a
ideas
good
on what I
idea.
should be giving away? What do you think of that?
I think it's a good giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Sounds good to me. You can go ahead and put it in the mail.
Yeah, don't forget to.
You guys ready to see this thing? I got my glove on and I'm gonna touch it.
All right, what do you got?
I didn't like. I'm nervous to touch the thing, even though it's been dead for like 6 months. But
I don't think they're.
oh, man.
Oh my God!
You did put that glove on like a proctologist.
Oh, that's not big.
Oh,
That's a
Get
big,
off.
that's that little thing.
He's curled. No, he's curled up now, but he is big with his legs out.
Dude,
That's
it's not
tiny.
bigger than your
Like,
face.
look at those legs. If they're all out, they're as big as my palm.
You're
Uh,
trying
Just
really
a
hard to
little
make it
garden
look bigger
spider.
than it is, Jesse. That's not that impressive. Sorry.
Man, I'd put that on my salad.
Yeah.
hey,
That's
Jesse.
creepy, bro.
Jesse.
Here, I'll show you the bat I got. I got that too, so you guys can see it. Because this is more impressive.
The bat is awesome.
This thing is freaking rad.
I've seen bigger. So,
I'm sure you have.
Ooh, wow, that's cool.
Where'd you find that?
I was on eBay.
Wow.
Cool.
What'd you pay for it?
Yeah, I only paid like $16.
All right, so if you ever find a dead bat, all you have to do is mount it, and it's a bolo.
Dude, I'm gonna make a badass shadow box for him and see if I can't get rid of it for like $100. And if I can, I'm gonna keep buying them from that dude and just do that. But this is the scorpion that I got. He's pretty big.
Wow. Yeah, that thing's freaking awesome.
But that one I have to like they gave me instructions on how to rehydrate him, so I can put his legs and tail any way I want and put him in a box and everything. So we'll see what happens. But
It's one of those Singapore scorpions.
Yeah, I was actually.
the bat, like, he straight looks like a vampire.
Yeah, I was actually watching some picker show. It was that one. It was on Netflix. It was the guy from the UK, and I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it's actually a pretty good show. He does a good job. He goes into like old manors and stuff, like the dukes and basically old money. Like, what do you call the royalty or whatnot over there, and he's got his own little shop. But one of the things that he was talking about one time was the fox skulls that he was buying and I guess you can get, like, if he would just take them, like 2 or 3 of them, and he'd make little boxes for them, and he'd be able to sell them for like $100. So I don't know, little stuff like that. It'd surprise you how much some of it sells for if you actually look it up. Those old the animal parts and like big insects and everything. But I haven't looked into it.
I gotta go back over here.
All right, so here's my $3 ice cream parts. There's 5 of them. I just looked it up. They all sell for between $5 and $10 a piece.
Nice. Yeah, as long as you have the model number, then you can sell those parts pretty quick, probably.
Yeah, it's an Oster ice cream machine. It looks like there's really only one on there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so 5 parts at $5 to $10 a piece. I'm okay with that for $3.
Yeah, I got a little one of those little cuisine art 4-cup coffee makers last night, along with that other coffee maker, but like one of the little personal ones. And I was looking it up. They sell for like $35, but it's got the steel carafe. So anytime you see coffee machine with the steel carafe, those are usually pretty good. And plus, you don't have to worry about it breaking during shipping, so it's a safe thing to buy to resell.
what's the one that you got with the steel carafe?
It's like a little cuisine art, 1-cup, whatever, single serving, blah blah blah.
I know I got one of them with the steel.
Yeah. But I see a lot of the bigger ones, like the full size ones, with the steel carafe, and those can go for $30 just for the pot. don't even need to worry about what the brand is or whatever because they all fit the same thing and people just like them. But,
Like that Lisa said, she threw a shoe at a camel spider once and it chased her down the hall when she missed.
See what Amy said right above
Well,
that?
That's
Yeah.
what you get for throwing your shoe at it.
oh,
Maybe if you invited it in for dinner, it wouldn't chase you.
right. Yeah, we don't have camel spiders around here. Kind of got to worry about brown recluses, I guess, but every once in a while I'll see like a really small black widow. Never saw one as big as the one in your video, in that video you were just showing though, James. That's
Yeah. Well, thanks to a local guy that has Neil and Cole exterminations or whatever. We don't have any bugs around my house because he shows up every 3 months and nukes everything.
Yep. Oh, is that the one? Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
How long have you had it listed?
It's on its first 30-day set.
Oh, okay. Free shipping. Huh. Yeah, that looks pretty similar to the one that I got, but mine. I think I'm gonna sell mine as complete. I mean, a lot of times I like to break up copy makers, but if I'm gonna get $10 apart, or I can get $30 for the thing complete, then I'll usually just sell it complete.
Yeah, I got like $1 in that.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, espresso machines are the things that I really like to break up, just because every little part you can sell. The lid will sell for $5 or $10. The carafe will sell for like $10. The little strainer inside of the filter holder, like the steel filters, will sell for $5 or $10. The actual holder thing, those will sell for another $10. And I mean, if you try and
Oh, you
sell
mean
them,
like this stuff?
yes, those things. Yeah, just break up everything, break it all down, and it's all $5 to $10 apart. Or and it ends up being like 10 parts. Like even the little nozzle, the rubber tips on the steamer, will sell for $5 or $6.
Yeah.
They sell pretty quick.
There's a little strainer that's up top. You just unscrew it, take that, sell it by itself.
Yep.
Some of them have the water bottles, whatever, water reservoirs.
Yeah.
If they got that, take that out too. Sell that by itself.
Yeah. I usually just throw away the main base though, because those don't seem to move. I think a lot of people just find the main base at the thrift store, and then they're like, "Oh, I'll go on eBay and buy the missing parts," and then they end up paying more than they would have anyway. But
Yeah, being dead serious, I bought that one espresso machine for $3 right down the road, little yard sale. I've only sold 2 parts off of it, but those 2 parts has made me like $26.
yeah.
I still got the other few parts still listed up.
Speaking of parts, do you guys have you seen anybody selling like auto parts, or know of anyone that sells like 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s car parts, like original parts?
I do.
Yeah. You sell them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a buddy of mine that was asking about it. He said he has a ton of them at his house, and he's trying to get into eBay, selling them. And I mean, I didn't have much advice to give him,
Mail them in the poly
His
mailer.
biggest challenge is going to be shipping. If he's not used to shipping,
Yeah.
Yeah, the big stuff is a pain to ship.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you get used to it, it's easy. But you
Yeah.
got to have that method down.
You really have to know how to find the boxes. That's my biggest hurdle, is just having enough boxes around, because
Just pay for them.
yeah, you just go to Home Depot. You just buy those Home Depot boxes, or do you have another place where you can get the bigger ones?
I have a box place I buy them from.
What do you pay for?
If you buy
anywhere from a nickel to like 30 cents.
Okay, so it's not like going to. Yeah, that's the problem with me. Like every place that I've checked around here, it's like $1. They start at $1 for like the.
Yeah, I don't get into the dollars range unless I go double walled.
Well, no, I mean some of these are the bigger boxes that I actually need for the bigger stuff. They'll sell those boxes for like $3 to $5. So I'm just like,
You
nah.
want to go to dealerships, car dealerships, or the parts departments, and see about the boxes that they have stuff delivered in, and they're just throwing the boxes away.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an idea. I just don't have
That's
time
a
for
really
it.
good idea because I used to work at Tobin Dodge out here, and I worked in the parts department. And they throw away all those boxes. They put them out in the back. Actually, they put them in the back of the dealership next to the trash can. Out here, they do it that way. I don't know anywhere else, but they do stack all those boxes. They don't rip them up. They just fold them and stack them neatly up against the trash can. So that's a really good place to look.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more looking around, especially more dumpster diving. I don't go around. I don't do any dumpster diving, not because I'm above it or anything, because I love to dig, but I just don't think about it, I
Time.
guess, when I'm out.
But
The
yeah,
other thing I
someone that
found out was
collected
pretty
vintage
cool was at a
parts.
pharmacy. They have smaller size boxes. Um, usually they don't have those at other places, but they throw those away at like pharmacies. And
Yeah.
they're just smaller ones that are
The only place I
easily
get used
moving.
boxes from is I have some vending machines at a hospice office down in Greenville, and they get, tons of Insure and adult diapers and all that kind of stuff that comes in boxes. So I do get their used boxes, but most of them are larger, and I've been, probably going to use them for Amazon and stuff like that.
That's what I end up using most of my big boxes for FBA. But
Yeah.
now you said you have vending machines. Can you tell us a little bit about that business that you're running?
I put stuff in it, and money comes out.
Okay, yeah, okay. How many of them do you have? How much does it cost to get into? How do you get started in something like that? Because that seems like one of those things that anybody could kind of do, right?
Well, there's different types of vending to get into. I'm into soda and snack, and I mean, you could probably get in for about $1,000 in one location with a soda and snack machine plus product. But when my brother and I got into it, I think we put like 12 grand into it. So
Now, did you go out and just buy new vending machines and then get just
no, I
just a
bought
place to?
used, man. If I wanted to buy new, I could have bought like 2 machines for 12 grand.
Yeah. So how'd you find the machines?
Just Craigslist.
Wow, really? So,
Oh yeah, there's used vending machines for sale all the time because it's one of those businesses that it's all about your location, and so tons of people think that they're going to go out and make $1 million doing vending machines. They go out, buy all these vending machines, put them out there, lose their ass, and then they sell the vending machines.
right.
So because especially with snacks, like I only have a few machines of snacks because you can lose your ass really quick in snacks because they expire so quick.
Hey Eric, did you try that Kickstart place yet?
I haven't had time,
Yeah.
but I'm going to. I don't know if you saw my video, but you saw all the machines I had sitting in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So what are
but
you thinking with the Kickstart thing?
it helps with locations. They get you locations.
It's a location finding place, and they have that specific guarantees. It's the same one that I used to use back when I had vending machines.
Yeah.
How
If
did
you
you do with
really, if
vending?
you wanted to get into vending, I'd say start with places that will just do a soda machine, like auto repair shops. But you want to try to find places that you're gonna have a lot of people feeding dollars into it.
Right. What I
So
was
then you
thinking.
gotta tailor it to them. Like one of the shops I do, there's 2 guys that work there that are freaking addicted to Mountain Dew. So I use like 3 slots of it as Mountain Dew, and they burn through those 3 slots every 2 weeks.
Nice. Now,
You know.
how much income, like roughly, are you talking on per machine? Like if you have one machine in a good location, and by good I mean like somebody's
Well, I
warehouse
mean,
where.
you could turn 200 a month out of it in a decent location, all the way up past 1,000. It just depends on, you know, how much they're buying, you know,
Yeah. And
and your pricing can't be the same everywhere you go, because some places are going to tolerate higher prices where others won't. An auto shop is not going to tolerate higher prices because they're, working class people.
right, you're not
But
gonna get $1.50 for a can of Mountain Dew at an auto shop, but you might get $1.50 for a can of Mountain Dew at like a freaking.
Well, like the hospice place that I'm at, it's all doctors and nurses. I charge $1 a can.
Oh, okay.
But the shops I charge 85 cents.
Okay.
You
So
know,
how many vending machines do you run?
right now I've got I think 8 out there. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Just as somebody that would walk up to a vending machine, do you think you would profit more just putting it, instead of 85, putting it at 75? So if people have quarters, they can just throw their quarters in instead of having to get to 85 cents rather than just 75 cents?
Nope, because they'll just feed $1 into it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, nobody carries change anymore. They're getting away from carrying money. I don't even like carrying cash unless
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be.
They'll feed $1 into it, and then it leaves them 15 cents. And when they go to get another soda, they'll feed another $1 into it.
That makes
And
sense.
instead of having quarters in their pocket, they'll have change, and they won't think about using it to buy more soda. They'll just feed another $1.
Right. Unless they're addicted to Mountain Dew, then by the end of the day they might have enough change to buy another.
Yeah. Well, I've even got some shop locations that I do, back in their work area only, alternative drinks, and that does well too.
So how often, like, how much time do you spend on this stuff, like restocking and
One day a month.
Per month?
One day a month. That's it.
and that you're just going in, emptying out all the change, refilling everything, and then you're on to the
Going
next.
on to the next one.
So wow.
That's
And
awesome.
you said it's about $200 a machine on
Yeah,
average?
my machines do about. I mean, most of them do over 200. I don't think I have anything that does over 400.
Wow. Yeah, so that is
So,
good.
but only been doing it the last couple of years. So,
And what
you
about
know,
Do you
your
have
but
to deal a lot
it's
with
profitable.
vandalism or break-ins or anything like that?
What's that?
Do you have to deal with any of the vandalism? Do you have a lot of that?
Not on the machines because all my machines are located inside. All the vandalism comes at the car wash.
so you got a car wash as well then?
I manage one with my brother.
Oh, okay. You're in all kinds of stuff.
Hey, man.
That's the way to do it. Be
Passive,
diversified and make your streams of income all kinds of different places.
passive income, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Car wash thing is like 2 hours a week.
And how much do you think how much does it cost to get into a car wash? I mean, you're looking at like a
Oh,
lot of
you're
money
a
there, right?
couple $100,000.
Yeah. I mean, so go take out the mortgage on the car wash or whatever, and then just try to make enough to pay the mortgage.
Yeah, we're managing this one.
Oh, okay.
So
So you just find somebody that has a car wash that wants somebody to manage it, and then you just get paid like a percentage, or
yeah,
how does that work?
yeah, pretty much the one that we're doing is the guy that owns it owns like half the county, and it's just investment property for him.
Oh, okay.
So
So how do you get into something like that, like managing a car wash? Just knowing the right people, or do you get
pretty
out there?
much,
Okay.
yeah, just pretty much.
Yeah, that's
My
one of the
bro-
nice things about being
the
in a
people
small
that owned
town.
it, the people that owned it before, knew my brother, and my brother did all the maintenance. So when they sold it, he just took it over completely. That and the storage facility.
Okay. So you manage a storage facility as well.
Yeah, that's even easier though.
Yeah.
That's all hands off, just on the phone. Unless they don't pay, then I go lock the unit and dispose of the items.
Yeah. So you do auctions and stuff, storage auctions?
No, we throw it all in the trash.
Really? So why don't you do storage auctions in those? Is it just because they're smaller storage units?
Because in the state of North Carolina, you have to auction it unless you throw it in the trash. So we throw it all in the trash.
Oh, I got you. Cool. Yeah.
By trash, you mean your garage, right?
Oh no, he means the
No,
dumpster that he's got out back.
yeah, no, we mean the big, 20-foot roll-off dumpster that gets filled up and pictured.
Yeah. That is the
Man,
way to do it.
crazy.
That sucks
So, but
for them,
we
but
do that we do it about every 6 months. Usually I'll have about a half a dozen units that didn't get paid.
yeah.
You
I was
know,
always kind of
here's,
wondering about that, like how, because like I was like, there's probably a lot of money to be made in storage unit. You have enough money to actually buy a lot and build a storage unit, but I don't. I think the laws are a lot different in everywhere you go. But like if somebody doesn't pay, you absolutely have to throw it in the trash. Like you can't. I mean, there's no way around that. That's crazy.
No, you can't keep it for yourself and resell it. Like I know a guy that manages a storage unit out here, and I guess in Colorado, as long as he's using it for personal use, he can keep it or something. But he can't sell anything. You can't give anything away. He's got to
But
auction it.
what if you put that in your contract though, that it's yours?
I'll be right back.
No, because too many people will, I guess, get a storage unit and rent it and just think that they won't read the small print or the fine print, and then then you get them fighting you when they get done. But
I don't know. I mean, like fine print is fine print. Everybody's got fine print. If you had it in your contract, like, look, if you don't pay, this is our property. Like, this is ours.
yeah, it just can't work like that. The way that I've heard most of them talk about it, basically, if a storage, if I have a storage unit and I auction it off, all I get to keep is how much I am owed, and then the rest of the money that gets raised from auctioning off the storage unit goes back to the person who owned the storage unit, because it's still their stuff. They can come and get it if they pay for it, and if they can't pay for it, then all I get is the money owed to me for storing it. I don't get to use it for like a treasure hunt or whatever. Like, okay, I hope this guy. It would encourage storage unit owners, I guess, to do bad practices to make sure that they can get their stuff, I guess. I mean, I could see a lot of stuff. I could see a lot going wrong if they just made it so that, or if it was okay to keep somebody's unit. But yeah, I don't know if the whole bush beer in a vending machine would fly in most places.
No,
I guess I'm gonna have to head out. I have to do a yard sale.
Oh, you're actually running a yard sale today?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a yard sale. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's cool.
conduct it.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it. Depends on what it's like when I go out there this morning, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Probably not going to happen, but
All right, guys, have a great day.
hey, you too.
Have
See
a
you,
good
James.
night.
Thanks. See ya. Mike.
Oh.
Oh, he's on the phone. Yeah.
Whenever I got to Berlin, it was funny seeing that hallway that our rooms were at in the barracks, and there's a beer machine there. Hell yeah. Being 18, I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have anything like that in my barracks. But
All right. What are we talking about now?
oh, they were talking about Brandy mentioned how she was working she was a volunteer firefighter, and there was a vending machine in her firehouse filled with beer. But I was saying that's probably not something that you can get by with very easily these days. But yeah, so let's see. Seems like a pretty quiet day today. Not a whole lot going on. The weekend I'm looking forward to that though. I might actually hit up the weigh and pay tomorrow since I didn't get to go yesterday like I thought I was going to be able to. Did anybody get any haul videos or how-tos or anything posted this week on YouTube that anybody needs to check out?
Oh.
Well, Adam, you don't make videos. How's that $100 camera treating you, buddy?
What'd you say?
How's that $100 camera that you never did anything with treating you?
Dude, I've been out of it for this past month. Give me a damn break.
You know, I can give you a break after a couple days, after a week, but after a month, you're just...
Screw that.
There are no more excuses. You gotta stop making excuses or something.
Oh, it's not an excuse. I was literally out of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of stuff from October.
Have you, hey Paul, you watched any RB3's videos? He mentioned you in one of them.
Yeah, I saw it. I think I made a comment in that video, actually.
Oh, I didn't scroll down to the comments. I just watched the video this morning.
Yeah, RB3 gave me a shout out. That was cool. His show is printing labels.
That
His
wasn't a
show's
printing
so
labels thing for some reason. This freaking resale
You,
Ronin
you don't
guy.
have to explain it, Mike. It's cool.
This resale Ronin guy keeps putting videos up and shit, and it keeps popping up on my. I don't know who the hell that guy is, but he's.
Yeah. No, we all know what it was, Mike. Keep that in your personal life.
I might have to contact that guy and tell him he's not gonna make his first million on YouTube.
No, probably not. I'm not looking forward to anything like
Yeah,
that.
especially in cheap suits.
Yeah, right. That's not a cheap suit. Actually, it goes on eBay for about $100.
Yeah, I'd say that's in the cheap suit category.
No, anything. If it was $100 on eBay, then it was probably a few $100,000 on it, retail. But don't you watch that? Or don't you see all those auctions? There's like a $2,000 suit or $5,000 suit, only $299.
Yeah, just because they say they retailed at 2,000 doesn't mean that that's what they're worth. I could crap in a bag and say it's worth $500, but it's not what someone's going to pay me for it.
Man, I have a suit with a tag that says $500, and I can't sell it for $100.
Yeah.
You probably can't even sell it for $10. It probably should be made in China at the
I'm
bottom.
getting ready to lower it down to like $30 and try to get rid of it. But it's got a $500 tag on it, and I can't
Hey,
get
sell it to Paul. He'll buy it. He'll add it to his pile.
Probably not.
Just tell him it's a
Paul,
$500
I'll sell it
suit.
to you for $30. You'll make
You know what
60
you gotta
off of it.
do is
Come
you gotta
on.
make multiple listings of it on eBay and list it for like $1,000 vintage, and then show it to Paul. Sell it to him for $100.
I'm not saying that I buy it. I don't pay more than $10 for anything, man.
Fine, sell it to him for 10.
No.
No, I got it for 10. I at least need I need a little bit of profit here.
Looks like you got some customers back there.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we get to see some live wheeling and dealing.
Is this yard sale gone wild?
Yard sale's gone wild.
I wonder if he muted us.
Nope. He probably did.
I was gonna say, otherwise we could shout out, he only paid a nickel for it.
Yeah.
We're all listening for the negotiation.
Yeah, I know. We're all trying to figure out what he's about, how much he's going to
I'm
get.
waiting for someone to hit him with a baseball bat and steal his money.
All $10 that he's made so far. Actually, he's probably doing pretty good if he's made it that much.
I'll do a bundle deal with you if you find a bunch you want. I'll help you out with.
There it is, guys. It's the negotiation.
Oh, there's the bundle.
Yeah.
Offering the bundle. We need some play-by-play commentary.
Good.
Hey, Mike, you need to go up there and say, how much do you want for everything?
Right?
So,
You haven't bought an entire yard sale. Haven't been to a yard sale in like 2 months, man.
Well, here in about 2 weeks, you guys will get to witness me buying an entire office supply store.
Mm.
Huh, really? What office supply? Just curious.
Someplace local went out of business. They're running their 50% off sale for the next 2 weeks, and I went in yesterday and told them to give me a call when they're done. They said they'd be done in 2 weeks, and I'm going to go in and buy it out.
Oh, that's cool.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, hopefully. Their prices were through the freaking roof, so I'm hoping nothing sells. Put it this way, 50% off, I didn't find a damn thing to buy.
Seriously? And that's just scanning everything, huh?
Dude, I mean, and it's all new stuff. It's all name brand, you know, Avery labels and paper, you know, high-end pens, refills.
I'm going to check it out.
What I'm after is all the vintage stuff. I mean, they literally had an entire shelf of, like, vintage typewriter ink, like Brother Ink and stuff.
Oh, wow. So, like, the old
I
school
mean, like,
stuff.
all original packaging, not, like, China remade.
Wow.
So, You know, it's not a huge store. It's probably only about maybe 700-800 square feet, but it'll be enough. You know, I'll go in there and hopefully get it for 5 or 10 cents on the dollar kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
my mother's actually gonna go in with it on me. So
Let her do the negotiations.
nah, she's doing all the Amazon stuff, and it's a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at I found a bunch of typewriter ink the other day, and I thought I had something good. I mean, it was all like 50 cents or $1, but that's what it was selling for on eBay and Amazon. Just wasn't worth it. Half the stuff wasn't even listed on Amazon, and then the stuff that wasn't worth anything.
yeah,
So you got,
was it vintage stuff or was it like aftermarket?
it was vintage stuff. Have you ever heard of those IBM Wheelwriter typewriters?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the ink for those, and I thought, I mean, the typewriters go for $300-400 sometimes if they're like refurbished and in good shape, and if they're in bad condition, they're going for like $100.
see, I've got an ink for one of those wheel typewriters that's worth like $40-50.
Wow. I don't know. When I looked this one up, maybe it was just aftermarket. It had to be then because when I looked it up, it was like $5 at the most on eBay.
Yeah, mine was IBM though. Like it was manufactured by IBM.
Yeah, I don't know. That's stuff you got to look for. I mean, brand is always important no matter what you're dealing with. I mean,
Right. Yeah, that's why I asked, because it sounds like something that was aftermarket. Because anything I found that's like Brother or IBM or any of the other big names has all been worth something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, brands are important for anything. Doesn't matter what you're trying to sell.
Yeah, but now when I found aftermarket ink and stuff, it's never been worth crap.
Yeah. I mean, even everything, video games, electronics, clothing. If it's not branded, then I don't like to mess with it too much. Just, I mean, brands sell themselves. But I don't know.
Unless you're at a flea market, then you can sell anything.
That's true. I was actually watching this show on Netflix the other day that kind of had me a little intrigued. The lady from Good Morning America, I guess she's a flea market person that does like interior design, like antique and vintage stuff. But it was kind of like a game show where she would give two couples like $500 each or whatever and tell them, okay, you've got an hour. Go into this flea market and buy this or something along these lines, something along these lines, and something along these lines. And then you're going to rebuild it, refurbish it, remanufacture or whatever. And then the next week they would go back and try to sell it. And whoever got the most profit won like $5,000 or whatever. Any of you guys seen that show? I think
It's called Flea Market Flips.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Flea Market Flips. That was a pretty cool show. I've only watched the first few episodes so far, but I was getting into it a little bit. Give me some ideas, but man, I just don't see how somebody can seriously sell something for $1,000 at a flea market. Unless it was like,
I think you can, but I think a lot of those shows are just embellished crap. And
yeah,
all that's going to do is raise the price on every $5 piece of solid wood furniture at the flea market.
oh for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't make a living at that. You know, like we always talk about diversifying. You can't. You can make good money. You can always make good money, you know, flipping furniture and stuff, but you can't make a sole living off of it. You'd have to do it in such large quantity
yeah,
that
you
most
gotta have
people
a
wouldn't be
giant
able to do it, you know?
You got to have a big store. No, I think it was a little bit staged, though. I mean, watching those people come up and buy that rolling bike table, do you guys remember that? For $1,200 that they wanted, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you $1,050 for it. Oh, right, sure.
Yeah, what's more realistic is picking up a piece of wood furniture, cleaning it up, repainting it, putting a crackle finish on it, and then putting it in an antique booth.
Yeah. Or buying one of those bikes for $10 or $20 and knocking the rust off and getting it working again and flipping it for $200. I mean, I do that all the time.
Yeah, normally if I clean something up, it goes in my booth. I don't take it back to the flea market.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I've been thinking about getting an antique booth is just for a way to sell my bikes, you know, just to have like a vintage or to have one of those antique bikes on the floor somewhere all the time so that it's not in my garage and, you know, it'd be one of those things that I could draw attention, like one of those big items, you know, that people are like, oh, hey, look at that, and they see the rest of the booth, and I can put the bike on Craigslist and tell people where it's at, where they can go to find it, and then kind of use it for marketing. But I don't know. So I've seen a couple of bikes at antique booths, and I've been kind of watching just to see if they're selling, and they don't seem to be.
I don't know enough about records.
But much as we want to hear is negotiations, it's just can't hear it and can't hear enough of the what's going back and forth there. So you have to turn him off. But so Michael, you said you used to do vending machines.
Oh yeah, I used to do bulk candy machines though. It's a little different. You get in them a little cheaper, but you got to have a lot more of them to make money. Yeah, but the thing is, like for me, I had about 300 of them, and I was making a little over almost $4,000 a month. I worked about 4 days a month.
Holy crap!
But it was a lot of upfront work, and there was a lot of, I mean, you can put a machine out if you get them at about $100. For about $160, you could put a machine out. The thing is that you're only going to get about 10% rate of return, so it's going to take you almost a year to pay back the entire machine.
Yeah, I've actually got a lead on some candy machines. I was thinking about buying them, but they're used, and I'd probably have to do some work to get them fixed up. But one of the game stores that I kind of deal with and buy a lot of my product from, they do their own. It's a big store, but they have their own candy machines, and it's got his own vending machines and arcade games and everything. I mean, and he just fills up. He keeps those things full in all of his stores, but they keep breaking, and he doesn't get around to fixing them. So he's got like 5 or 6 of them in his back room, and he was looking at selling them to me for like $20 a piece. I just I didn't know even where to get started finding places to get those machines set up and what kind of.
There's a couple of ways to do it. Number one, you just go out there and hustle, find the spots. Actually, I was just talking to my buddy because he was watching earlier, and it's places that people are going to be sitting and waiting, like waiting rooms, like where like oil change places where people take their vehicles and sit there and wait for them to change oil, or doctors' offices that like have multiple doctors in one waiting area. Those are good. Just different places for those bulk machines. They're awesome. I mean, some of those machines you can make, you can make your money back in 1 or 2 months on some of the locations, but you end up averaging out somewhere around, $15 to $20 a month per location. Motorcycle shops are awesome too for locations, but there's also location services. That's what I was talking about with Eric. There's a place called Kickstart Locations or whatever. I don't know. You can Google it, but it's like $50 a location for bulk candy machines, and the $160 I was talking about. It's basically you can buy a machine for about $100 if you buy a lot of them, and then a lot being like at least 10. And then $50 for a location, about $10 to put your first month's worth of candy in it.
And then is that $50 a month that you pay for the location then?
No, you don't pay anything for the location after that. It's a one-time deal on the location.
And is that if you go through Kickstart, or I mean, is it?
Yeah, you'll pay them. It used to be $50. I've been out of that business for quite a while. I sold my business a long time ago. So yeah, it just
wasn't worth it, or
when I moved, it's hard to move 300 candy machines from one city to another one. So I just sold off the business, and I actually get a residual income from that because I sold it. I owner financed it. I got a big down payment from a guy, and I'm still getting paid on that vending business. And I sold it like it's been, I don't know, 6 years ago now, something like that. So that's. I mean, it's good if you can build it up and make cash. I mean, that's the thing is, it's the other thing, like I said, I work 4 days a week, or I mean, 4 days a month, and I was going to school at the time too, so I was in college at the same time. And when I moved, I just basically put it up. It was in the middle of the recession and all that kind of stuff, and I had two buyers. I split up the business. One buyer that bought all cash, and then the guy that paid me owner financing on the rest of it.
See, that's one of the things that intrigues me is building businesses to resell.
Yeah.
And, I mean, once you get good at building a business, getting it running, getting your system in place, and then you can just sell it and then start back into something else, roll that money into another thing, and like you said, get the owner financing going and everything. I mean, if you make your money doing the business and you've already made all your investment, the original investment back, and then you get somebody to pay you like, $300 a month or whatever for 10 years,
Yeah.
or whatever it is, then I mean that's a really good passive income stream. And
Right.
if you get enough of those rolling, then eventually you get to the point. I mean, I know a guy who he started a brewery in Colorado. He's owns the Breckenridge Brewery, and he just leases out all of his restaurants, all of his equipment. He owns all the buildings, so they pay him rent. And I mean, this dude is balling, and he does not do a thing. I mean, he's pretty
But
much
I bet you
retired.
did a ton in the beginning.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work to get something like that set up, but I mean, it just pays dividends in the long run. And it's like anything. I mean, you've got to get into a business, you've got to get it rolling first, and you've got to do the work up front when you're not really making anything to get to the point where you're actually becoming profitable. I mean, even with these YouTube videos, I mean, you gotta you gotta make the videos, you gotta get them out there, you gotta get people watching them, and then you gotta eventually it gets to the point where it's kind of passive. But then, I mean, even with YouTube, you gotta keep making videos. If you ever stop, then you fall to the wayside, and then people stop paying attention. I mean,
Right. But
my
the
blog.
thing is like what Eric was saying, the reason why you can find those machines so cheap, and even the ones that I bought, is because people tend to try and make them basically take everything out of the business for themselves. They think it's an all cash business, so they can just take everything for themselves and pay all their bills, and then they realize, well, now I don't have anything to reinvest into my business. That's probably the biggest problem with all those cash businesses like that is, you got to reinvest into your business if you want to build it up to something that's worthwhile.
Exactly.
And I understand that there's issues with, people have income issues and that kind of thing. So you have to take partial from each one if you're going to do it that way. You can't just take out, every bit of excess cash out of your business and just run it barely, by a string, because as soon as something small happens, that's it. It ends the business.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest trap that a lot of people in reselling fall into, is just trying to they're not running it like a business, they're just kind of running it like a cash business where they've got their money and then they try to pay all their bills and and they're not really keeping track of everything. I mean, I'm kind of bad like that too. What's that?
It'll never work like that.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to run it like a real business, and you've got to keep track of your profit, and you've got to know where all your money's going, or else you're just going to get yourself in trouble eventually.
$21 live, baby. First for $21.
Nice.
So what was that about bundling and?
Oh, because I have a bunch of records. Like, I have like 100 records out there. So he was like, how much for a record? I'm like, we'll bundle them up. And he's like, I usually pay like $1 a piece. I'm like, that works for me. So
He went through and picked out 21 records?
no, he got 19 records. I called it $15, and then she got like 2 little things, and she ended up giving me like $8 for it or some shit.
Nice.
Let me just say, as far as like the vending machine thing, I just want to finish up what I was saying. Is don't try not to get into those franchises that tell you pay us $15,000 and we're going to guarantee you to make whatever hundreds of thousands a year or whatever. And the bulk vending franchises are pretty much crap, man. Really try and figure it out on your own if you're going to try and do it. Start out small. Just take away your little $10, $15 a month per machine and try and reinvest it that way. It's a whole lot easier than trying to get 50 machines from some franchise that's basically going to take half your royalties and all that stuff. So
Yeah, actually, one of my buddies it's my jiu-jitsu instructor, or one of them. His academy, this guy came in with this little vending machine that he had. It was like little energy candy or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically took it, asked him if he could leave it at his shop or at his academy, and my buddy's like, yeah, go ahead. And so this dude left it there and never came back for it. And I mean, hardly anybody used it. It was there for like a year and a half or something like that, and they never saw him again. And so he was like, well, what do I do with this thing? I just told him I'll take it off your hands, and got it home, broke it open. There was like $5 and change in there, but this candy was selling on eBay for like 5 pound bags were selling for like 20 or $30 or something. So that was kind of cool. But
Huh.
I mean,
Yeah, I've
they're,
seen those energy ones before.
but I mean, it was a really complicated vending machine and getting it open was.
Ding.
Yeah, the ones that I bought were the Vinstar 3000s. They have triple. They're like 3 sections that you can buy from. It's all bulk candy stuff.
Mhm. I'm
They
not
did
sure
really
about.
well.
I don't know what the brand is on the ones that I was looking at, but the guy that owns this video game store, he has like 10 of them in his back room or something like that, and they're like older style, I think. But I mean, the biggest problem that I've seen with him is when they break, it's like, oh, all I have to do, I can just keep turn. He could just keep turning the thing, and the candy just keeps coming, or like they'll they get to the point where somebody can just hit it in the correct spot and it just flows out. And I mean, all of his machines are in his store, so he gets to see stuff like that when it happens and fix it right away. But I mean, it would suck if you go and clear out your machines or refill them or whatever, and it's like, oh, great, this one has.
It happens, man. You're not gonna. I mean, especially for like I had 300 machines out there, over 300 machines. So it's just the nature of the beast, man. Some places like high traffic areas with people that just aren't monitored by anybody, you tend to get that every now and then. But I mean, I just you go about fixing it or removing it. I mean, if it happens every single month, it's funny that some of the machines you would see you'd show up and they're completely empty, and you're like, well. Somebody, you can tell somebody tampered with the machine. They probably got some free candy or whatever. Then you look in the bottom and there's like a ton of money in it. It's like, okay, so I'll fix the little part on the machine and I'll leave it there because as long as somebody's putting money in there, I'll keep it there. You can jack it up every time. I don't care.
Right.
You
Well,
know.
that's the thing you got to think about, I guess, as far as the cost. I mean, is it breaking right away and somebody puts in a quarter and now they can take all your candy? I mean, and it doesn't cost that much to refill them, right? I mean, that's the cheapest part of the business is buying the candy to refill. So who
Sam's
really cares? As long as there's candy, but you're not making any money when there's no candy in it. That's where the problem is.
That was the only difference, like for those types of machines that were really, really heavily, that's why I would do 3 days a month of the entire route, and then I would have one single day where I would run like those machines that I know, like I had one in a Harley Davidson store that, at 2 weeks that thing was empty. No matter how much I filled it up or what I put in that thing, it would empty out within 2 weeks, and there was other places too, like doctors' offices and things like that, and they would just empty out. So I would go to there's probably like 6 or 7 machines that I would go to every 2 weeks instead of every month, and I would also be redoing my machines because you have to run the ones from the bottom to the top. So the ones that aren't making too much money, you take those and try and put them in new locations. You try to do that with about 2 or 3 machines per month.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a revolving door because the machines they also have a lifespan too. When they first get into a location, they'll make you a ton of money. You make $40-50 in the first month off of one machine, and then all of a sudden the next month it makes like $4. Because
Gotcha.
the novelty goes away. The employees aren't buying it anymore. They're like, oh, that was cool. Now I don't have any change.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or, it just depends. And you have to watch them. So you watch them for about 3 months and see where they're going to end up in your, you know, in the line of all the machines. So.
Huh. Yeah. Sounds like a lot more work than like when you actually break it down and get into the logistics. Sounds like more
Right.
work than you would think just looking at it at a glance, you know. Same thing with
Yeah.
those vending machines, like what Eric's talking about, the kind that he does. I mean, I've I've kind of looked into that, and I mean that's a lot more expensive to get into, but you don't need to run as many to make money. But I mean,
Right.
some of them are getting pretty complicated. I mean, now if you don't have one that accepts credit cards, then you're losing a lot of sales, you know. And
Yeah.
but if you want to get into something like that, now it costs a lot more, and you know people are carrying less change and all that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but, did you make another sale, Jesse?
No, he was looking for like high-end like camera stuff. I don't have any of that. I have like antique camera stuff, but I don't have any like new stuff.
Mm,
He
gotcha.
almost bought my, well, he didn't almost buy it, but he was like interested in the bike. I was like, I really don't want to sell it. I want to keep it for myself because like I ride that bike around to my own yard sales, and I was like, I won't take less than $100 for it. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
I kind of put that like if I'll make $100 on it, then I'll take it and I'll go buy another one. But I'm not gonna take less than that because I kind of want to keep it anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, you could probably get $100 for it pretty easily. If you
Yeah.
put it on Craigslist or something, might be able to get more than that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
passed on two Treks last night. They were like $45 a piece, and it was like a pair of like matching mountain bikes, and didn't jump on them. First of all, I didn't want to try and get two bikes home,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's in my newest haul video, the one I just uploaded this morning. I found a Trek road bike for 20. I went ahead and grabbed that one. That was a pretty good little score. But yeah, go check that out after after the show goes off the air. Go ahead and check that. Just a reminder, I did change the name of my group from Thrift Store Scores over to the Reseller Wakeup, just because basically the only things that were getting posted was the show every day, and now I don't have a banner, and I want to get one.
I'm
So
gonna make you one. I promise. I'm gonna make you a badass banner. I promise.
all right, cool. Yeah. So if anybody wants to give me some suggestions, if you're artistic, I've made like a rough sketch of what I'm looking for, and it's in the group, the Reseller Wakeup. Go there, join the group, check out that banner, and see if you can come up with an idea for me. If you get me something that I like, you know, if you put something together, then I've got this little cell phone clip thing that like sticks to your windshield, and it's also got like a sticky base too, like an option for a sticky base. So you can put it on like a coffee table or whatever. This is the one that I use, and it's Cool Toad's brand. uh, it's not really Cool Toad's brand, but it's probably the brand that he used his based his logo off of. But Chad was actually the one that suggested that cell phone clip to me, and it's really handy for like when you're making videos in the car and when you want to use your GPS or whatnot. It's been pretty useful, so I like having it around. So it is yours if you can come up with a banner.
Your idea was the sketched out thing, the hand drawn thing.
Yeah, I like hand drew just a little quick thing, and that's about as artistic as I get, unfortunately.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
No goats, no goats. Yeah, eventually, if I can figure out how to make it work, I want to do like a little intro to the show, you know, where like a little cartoon type thing, but I don't know how that would work on in the Hangouts because I don't think you can stream stuff. Maybe using, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll move to a different platform as well if the show gets popular enough. I know a lot of times when you get too many viewers, it starts to really screw up, especially when you have 10 people on the panel. It'll just start like glitching out and lagging a lot, and people have trouble in the chat watching it live. But I guess most of the time when it goes off the air, once it gets uploaded, everything's all cool. But
Well, you can just sign off, Paul. We got this shit.
What's that?
I said you
I
can
think
just
if,
sign off. We got this.
I think if you get somebody, like if, I don't know if I can do it for sure, I'll give it a shot, but if you find someone that can create it, all they have to do is play it full screen on their computer, and then make their picture live, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that they could play it for the intro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking is screen share.
Yeah.
Screen share it every morning and then cut down or cut back to the show. But I have to look halfway decent.
I have a program that I just got for free, actually, because someone gave it to me on consignment to sell, and it can be on multiple computers. So I actually already sold it, and I already got good feedback. They've already installed it, and I still have it on my computer. But it's like a really tough program to use, but it's made for making videos and stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. What are you doing?
So yeah, I don't know how long I'm actually gonna let this contest, like if you call it a contest, go for. Basically until I find the one that I want, and maybe I'll pick one up quickly and just use it for a while. But I'd rather have something that I keep for the logo for a long time. So if you've got any ideas, come over to Reseller Wakeup. Make sure you join that group. It'll also make it a lot easier for you to find the show every morning. If you don't feel like clicking on YouTube and finding my channel and all that other stuff, you can just get on the Reseller Wakeup, and it'll be the current episode will be pinned to the top of the group every day. So,
hey Paul, with the intro idea, now as the creator of this hangout, you can click on individual people and make them stay up what everybody's viewing on the live feed, right?
oh yeah, I do that with me. Like when I'm doing the little intro every morning, I just click myself. But
Right. Okay. So my question is if you get somebody that is on here regularly in the morning, or even if you send that intro out to everybody, just have somebody play it in their box, so that way as soon as the intro is over, you can click on your box and it's up while they're taking the full screen out.
yeah, or I could
So
just run it
that way
myself.
it's seamless. You know what I mean?
Let me see if I can find. Let me find this so that you guys can see what I've got in mind. Let's see.
Let's see, Junk in the Trunk does have an idea for you.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, here we go. So this is it, guys. This is what I've got. This is the idea that I've got so far, like the rough idea. You know, a little rooster crowing on a fence with a little farmyard in the
I'm telling you, you
background.
should have hit some LSD before you did that.
What's that?
You should have taken some LSD before you did that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Rooster should be singing Ka-ching or something.
Let's just do the intro to Beavis and Butthead. Screw the copyright.
I was thinking of South Park, actually. Oh, I always go
No,
dark.
I'd rather do something that has somewhat intelligence involved. Beavis and Butthead.
South Park is one of the greatest shows on TV. Still.
Dude, just because you're from Colorado does not mean it's the greatest show on TV.
I don't like it. That's like one of the only shows that I can still watch consistently after 20 years or whatever of being on. How long did Beavis and Butthead
Well,
last?
I wish I could say the same about your shows, but
Yeah, mine's probably going to last. Oh, we'll be lucky to make it through this one. There's Caesar. What's happening, buddy?
Caesar.
He's got to fix his hair and everything.
Shut up. Good morning, guys.
what's up, Caesar?
Good morning,
Kaiser,
sir.
Kaiser,
Kaiser
What's up?
Plenty.
Good morning, belly button.
morning. Want to see?
No, we don't want to see. Please don't.
No.
You got no hair. Never mind. I won't finish that.
You want to bet?
What we got here? Pick a Army. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Caesar? How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Twilight. Adam. What's up, man?
What's up?
I like.
I was just gonna tell you, none of the business for who's in here.
I'm going cross-eyed. Who else we got?
Yeah.
Jesse. What's up, man?
Barely made it through the Toadcast last night.
Dude, we kept going till like midnight.
Yeah. Well, I guess I didn't make it through, but I didn't fall asleep in my chair at least.
There was a Toadcast gesture?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was pretty fun.
It was an impromptu Toadcast.
Yeah.
He sent me a message, right? And I was like, nah, I don't want to do a hangout right now because I was just relaxing and playing video games. So it was actually a Toadcast. So is there one tonight?
I guess so. He's over in the chat.
Yeah, I sent him a link, but I guess he's too good for the show. Either that or he doesn't feel like getting up and getting his little hat.
You still got Eric, who's still in the closet.
Yeah, Eric's been in the closet all week. Eric went in the
You
closet.
just wish you had closets like this, Brian, that's all.
I'm fine with my closets the way they are and me being not in them.
Oh shit! Here comes Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Oh, shit.
Oh, ¿qué pasó, vatos?
What's up, man? Hey, we saw the Cool Toads brand cell phone holder that I'm giving away, right?
Ah, yeah. I was even half creative, man. See, I have to steal my stuff from Shutterstock. So.
I was going to say, I like your Shutterstock trademark there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The only thing that'd make it better is if you, like, put it into paint and whited it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I was trying to get somebody to put like orange hair on top of him, but it didn't work.
I wonder how much that image is from Shutterstock. I wouldn't think it'd be that much.
Probably not. Yeah. But I just leave the Shutterstock name on there, and
Well, do you just want me to scan this for you so that you can go off of it? This one doesn't have the Shutterstock image on it.
that's true. I don't mind. It's cool though. I have another one that doesn't have. He's like that, but he's standing up and he has a drink in his hand and he's looking around a corner and stuff. It doesn't have anything on it. I forget where I took it from. It was like from a legitimate website, so I don't really use it too much. But
Yeah.
well, I mean,
I don't
Shutterstock
think you could really get in trouble
It was like
because you're not.
it was somebody's actual, like they were using it for something.
Yeah, I
But
could.
you're not selling with it, so I mean they'd have a real tough time getting any kind of money out of you.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, all the big bucks you're making with the Toadcast, man. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Year and a half, $100. Hey, you know.
Hey, dude, that's like at least 10 cents an episode. Would you say?
Right? Hell yeah. That's working for Chinese wages.
I am so confused right now. Somebody just commented on my picture of my yard sale on the thrifting lounge. And they were like, "Are you having your yard sale tomorrow? Because I'm working today." I'm like, "Probably." And then I go on their profile and they live in Florida.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty then.
Are you gonna fly out to Vegas for my yard sale tomorrow, or?
Right?
Hey man, you better pull out some more inventory.
I know.
They
Right?
might, maybe they are coming for a visit or something.
There's a-
They're like,
many
I want Jesse's closet.
Hey guys, you can have it. All you have to do is fly out to Vegas.
I mean, I don't know. I'm all about buying Pandora's box, but I don't know about Jesse's closet.
Yeah, obviously you already have your own closet.
Yeah, pretty full on
Plenty of
closets.
room in there. Mr. Talbot, how are you, sir?
Hey, what's going on?
Living the dream.
Trying to anyway.
You're
What
amazing.
is that exactly?
Dreaming the life.
Dreaming of
Junk in the trunk.
There's a reason why you guys can't see Sean. That's because he didn't have time to Aquanet his orange hair up.
Right?
Aquanet.
Hey, just do what my 2-year-old does. Stick a penny in the light socket. It always works.
Oh, there you go.
My
That'll
brother
work,
actually
yeah.
did that once when he was a little kid. He used
Hey,
butter
that's
knife.
what I do to the 6-year-old when I don't have time to spike his hair. So if we just forego the penny, I
Here,
just
go
stick
buy
a
the
finger
penny,
in there.
kid.
Yeah, go grab that butter knife. There you go.
No, we got an outlet I took out in the bathroom. I just leave the wires hanging.
Just cut the
Damn
end off.
TFI kept tripping.
Oh shit! Here goes the dingoes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ding ding.
Hey, you know you're not supposed to cuss on this show, right?
True story.
Who said that?
Obviously not Cesar.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I was going to say, if you read the rules, it says I'm the only one allowed to cuss.
Oh.
He's our designated swear guy.
Dude,
Yeah,
what
I'm
happened
a
to your
de-
show,
I'm a
man? You got us
designated
jokers
cuss.
on here, and look what happened.
If you don't
Yeah.
like that
Man.
shit, you can kiss my ass.
You guys are gotta be careful because Paul has a cuss jar.
Oh, yeah, swear jar. It's $1 a word. That's how I make my money on this show. I bring people on that I know cuss a lot.
I think I owe you $2.
And I'll
Hey,
give you.
I wish I'd have started that on
No.
my show. Holy moly. I wouldn't need resell ever.
Hey, Paul, don't worry. My money for the cuss jar, the check's in the mail, man. I promise.
Oh, all right. What's going on, Chad?
GFP, no
Nope,
cameras
camera
found.
found.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm gonna send you $2 in a $5 flat rate envelope. I promise.
right.
Dude, I had this stock for a while. It would pay me like 15 cents every 3 months or something. And what's postage, like 45 cents or whatever now? Or at that time was like 39 or 40 cents. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Is it a penny stock or something?
No, it crashed basically. It's only 2 stock. Because I worked for a medical place and making catheters and stuff. And I was doing the whole, investing and all that stuff and just stocks or whatever that stuff's called. And so when we got laid off, we got everything paid out, but somehow I ended up with 2 extra stocks.
Nice.
I should always do my yard sales live. That way, if anybody robs me, it's on tape.
There you go.
There you go. And then it'll be viral there, man.
Yeah,
We were all hoping somebody was going to rob you. That'd make for a great.
Yeah,
Give me 8 hours, I'll be there.
You know how many views I'd get if somebody just walked up with a baseball bat, clocked you, and took off with other stuff? You gotta call one of your friends.
I could be there in a couple hours on a plane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, call one of your buddies, see if they.
Right.
So if somebody robs me, I'm gonna be yes. There goes my Google AdSense. Yes.
Somebody robs me, I'm gonna be like, you want help?
Right?
I'll look for you.
We should just stage it one day.
Out.
You hold the gun. I'll scream like a goat. Don't start it, Brian. Do not start it.
Hey, I'm right here. I'm backed away from the mouse.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
Now we're better than that.
Yeah.
We're better than that. Come on.
Yeah.
He let me and you on here, man. We're not better than that.
Considering last night's sound effects, yeah, we're better than
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. How long did you guys go last night after I left?
I don't know. We went like 3 hours total, so.
Nice.
We went to like the twilight hour, like Adam, dude. Back shirt. Look at Adam. Looks like he's ready to card everybody. Are you 21 and over?
Yeah. Can I see your ID, please?
Can I see your feedback, please? Here we go.
Yeah. Brian, you have to send the camera back. Sorry, man.
I'm going to put the crickets back in it, though.
There you go.
Brian, just send it FedEx. Tell them you sent it FedEx and it hasn't made it yet.
I'll send the crickets UPS and the camera FedEx.
There you go.
Right.
Hey,
You
where's
know, I
Chad?
always love that stupid joke. If UPS and FedEx ever merged, they'd be called Fed Up.
Right, just go with the initials.
Oh
That's easy.
yeah.
Boom.
Feed.
Poppy's in the house.
Jumping the trunks in the house. What's up?
I saw her. Well, sorta. Saw her picture.
I wonder if she passed. I wonder if she passed her test.
She did.
What's up, mid top?
She did. She passed.
Mid top.
If I only make $21 during this yard sale, I'm gonna be very upset. I spent 2 hours putting this stuff out there, man. It better make me at least like $200.
Hey, that's better than $100 in a year and a half. Come on now.
Go watch the R show from a couple weekends ago and learn how to run a garage sale. That girl he had on tells you everything.
Oh, we didn't talk much about that though.
What? What's her name?
Reagan Fox. No,
Yeah, that
Rebecca
one.
Fox. Wow.
She talked quite a bit about it. She gave me some ideas.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of work. She made me not want to do a garage sale because I thought, man, screw that. That's a lot of work.
Well, that's like her biggest thing she does. So she has a lot of it set up already. You know, so they
Right.
just
Yeah, she's just ready to
use
go.
whatever lines or whatever.
My problem is my garage is full of a bunch of stuff that would never sell at a garage sale.
Yeah.
Like commercial coffee makers and vintage bikes and like stuff that I'm not gonna take $5 for that everybody's gonna offer me. So yeah.
Well, you might. You know, you never know. $5 here, $5 there.
I actually paid $50 for one of them. One of the commercial coffee makers at a garage sale.
Oh.
But then I flipped it for like $200 a week later.
Dude, I'm always so nervous throwing down money like that. So I haven't done it yet, but.
It depends on what I'm buying. There are some things that I will spend a lot of money on.
Well, I mean, if somebody's like, dude, give me $50. Well, no. I was gonna say, dude, give me $50 for this car. That's obviously stolen then. So I wouldn't do that, but.
I told Ball, man, I made a killer deal the other day. I rode over on my bike to a yard sale, and I picked up it was a set of 4 pannier bags, which are like saddlebags for a mountain bike, but they were Cannondale. And I was like, how much are these? They were like $20. I didn't even look it up. I knew Cannondale. I was like, that's money. So I took them, I listed them, and within 4 hours, I sold them for $125.
Nice. Yeah.
That's one of the. Cannondale is a good brand. Raleigh is a pretty good brand. Trek's a good brand. Specialized is a good brand. What else, guys? Help me out.
Puffy.
Puffy.
Puffy. Magna.
How about Schwinn?
Schwinn's are actually good if they're older.
You get the old school like cruiser bikes.
Yeah, if you get like an old school cruiser bike that's got like all the fenders and everything and the baskets and the racks and all that stuff. I mean, you can just
Old
take the racks
Peugeot.
off and.
Oh, look at that! I got an old school Schwinn frame. Check this out.
Old Peugeots.
Peugeot. I thought you said
Peugeot.
Peugeot. I'm like, oh, Peugeot.
I sold a Peugeot last summer. It was actually my father-in-law's and.
Oh, wow.
This is my Schwinn frame. I'm about to build this thing.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Dude.
Nice.
I got one already built, Jesse.
You built it into a fixie?
It's lowered and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Stuff. I want to make like a real custom like bike. Like I want to have all kinds of custom plates in here and like I don't know, but I want to do it really cool. But we'll see.
There's this dude that rides around my neighborhood, and he's got his bike pimped out like a cruiser motorcycle, like a old Harley or something from Easy Rider. It's pretty sweet.
There you go.
I got mine with baby Danes on it. Every time I'm riding around, everyone looks at me. Everyone looks at me and they just do one of these, dude.
There's
There's
the
Pick
one
Harvey's bike. Even with the horn,
that
no,
I
you
told
don't have a horn.
Adam.
What about Adam?
You got
I need to
to
get a bike horn that does that goat sound. That'd be cool.
You gotta put that thing on airbags.
Let me see. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on.
Hey Jesse, do you need any OCC Chopper Stingray handlebars?
If they're are they the big ape hangers?
Nope.
Oh, that's the one. That's what I want. I want the big ape hangers.
These are the pointy ones. I got 2 of those sitting in the closet.
What are they doing in the closet?
Right?
I was building one until my vehicle got broken into.
Oh,
Isn't that what we've been saying about Eric all week?
I know. What?
Closet.
He comes out of the closet every once in a while, though.
They're like, get back in the closet.
That was all.
Hey, like I said, y'all just want to be like me, so y'all need to in the closet.
But you got to notice something about that situation. He's in the closet, but his assistant's not.
Whoa.
Hey, man, you got to take care of your employees.
He said, take
That's his
care
perk,
of-
huh? He doesn't have to work in the closet.
Take care
No,
of.
actually, he's
Yeah.
living in my office. That's why I'm in the closet. That's funny, but no joke.
I always told my
Your
wife if I
back
had an
there?
employee, it'd be some
Jesse?
young college girl or something running around.
I'm moving out closer to my driveway because my battery's charged now.
Oh, okay.
Well, we get to see the people now, huh?
No,
Now,
actually,
real?
what it
Get to
is,
see the real deal, like live negotiations.
when this house was built in the 70s, it was real common in the South to only have like a covered carport. So this was like the little like garden shed at the back of the carport. Now, later on, they ended up putting a door in. Even though the whole thing's bricked in, they wouldn't have a door on the front of it.
Mm.
So they put a door in, so this is really just part of the garage. They never took the wall out. But it's a lot easier to heat. So I moved all the desk part in here from the garage because it started getting cold.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that works better.
Yeah.
Look at my gangster bike.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
it's all
Damn,
chromed
Sinclair.
out, wire wheels.
For me, man. I didn't have my
Those
shake
are the
done.
handlebars I want right there. Those are the handlebars I want.
Yeah, I got the right here. Hold on.
I got the thing right here. It's over here by the other, whatchamacallit.
This is
I roll up on that at a yard sale and they charge me twice as much for all their shit.
I ought to throw some ape hangers on the mountain bike.
Because that looks real.
That
How much
banana
you have
thing
that
right
listed
there,
for,
man.
Caesar?
now we need the. Well, let me put on the lowrider song. Hold on.
You gotta come over to the Hard Rock in Vegas and you'll see some crazy bikes, man. They have them all in the glass cases and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, at first I wanted to do some Bondo work on the frame.
Leave it that color for like years.
No, like right here, I want to do some Bondo work and then get it airbrushed, like maybe candy up or red. But that was at the time, but not anymore.
That was back in my youth. There was a kid here that he would tow behind a like big old like 12s on a bike, or on like a little trailer on his bike. And he's like pounding the beats. It was cool. It was just, and he had lights all over, and yeah, it was pretty badass.
I want to get Cool Toad's orange hair out at the end of the sea right here.
There you go.
Right on.
Ride that hair, baby.
Need some tassels off the handlebars, man.
Yeah, I do got some ocean handles right here. Just in case.
Just take the pasties you used last night and stick them on.
You got an extra set of those ape hangers you want to sell?
Extra set? No, I don't have any extra sets.
Just take them off that bike.
There you go. You got to be able to get the parts on eBay. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I found some handlebar. Like I found some matte black ones because that's what I got this one painted already is matte black. So I found some matte black ones for like I think it was like $35.
Just take a ride over to the ghetto. When you see one, just say, "Hey, I'll give you $20, man."
Ghetto.
I'm sure you'll find a crackhead.
Martin Luther King and 3rd Street. I'll find them
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, hey. Nope, can't hear you, Chad.
There, no camera found.
Oh, no.
We only
There we
see
go.
the
Now
no
we
camera
can
found. We
hear
don't
you.
hear you.
I heard you for a second there.
did
Check
you?
1, 2.
There you
There
go.
we go. What's up, Chad?
What's up, Chad?
Damn, this sucks.
GFP.
We are live. Golden Finger Picker Radio Show.
Not quite.
Sorry, Paul, not your show anymore, man.
Yeah, go finger pickers here.
You
I'm
let the
going to
crazies
get a
in.
new camera today. I swear.
Yeah, I gave you a little shout out in my newest haul video that I just uploaded this morning, Chad. You gotta go watch it.
Oh, what was it about this time?
Oh, nothing. You gotta go watch it. You'll see. But I gave you a shout out.
It's about leaving money on the table.
It's about this old Navy store you bought out.
It's about a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Oh, damn. Jazz is going to bust one in a minute.
Oh, no. Guys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, this isn't the Toadcast. Be careful. Sorry, Jazz.
All right, let's rewind this.
Yeah, rewind.
I told you about that delay thing, Paul.
Yeah. I don't care.
You need to put it on a delay.
It's just a suggestion, that's all.
Yeah, but what can you do with the delay? Shut the whole damn thing off?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
can always.
don't even think you could put it on a delay. They mess with me because I cuss a lot.
Man, yeah, if people can't cuss, or people swear. If they can't take it, then whatever. But, you know, you gotta try and control it a little bit. Nobody wants to hear F this and F that at 7 o'clock in the morning.
No,
I guess
that's
with
just
the
after
delay,
Yeah, that's at like 7 o'clock at night when everybody's half drunk and it's all fun. That's when it's all cool. But
Everybody
delay,
wake
you can
the
always
F up.
you can always kind of cover it up. Just kind of.
Well, you know, we were in that really good conversation last night, that cool hangout. But we had Ellie. She won our Reseller Society grand prize and 2 hours with all the Elena, Katie Patton, Ronnie Hart, the Gilmans, and Kim and I, and it was a really good session last night. It was awesome. But I know
so how much are you gonna start charging for those sessions, Chad?
Hey, if we're free, if we're available, it costs you $0.
Right on.
Hey, so with my military discount, do you pay me to come?
I'll try the military for that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, looks that bad.
Hey, Eric, you know, our charity that we picked last time was Wounded Warriors. Do you have one that you want to talk about real quick that I didn't even know about?
But you talking about Dav or?
No, was it you? Maybe it was somebody else that sent me another charity for wounded veterans and stuff like
Oh,
that.
no, you and I were talking about DAV and DCV.
That's right.
But yeah, there's some others out there.
Yeah.
If you Google, you could find out the percentage that they actually put to the cause.
Yeah, there are actually websites.
It's all public knowledge, and there's some that are better than others. Me personally, I always give to the Red Cross because they really help out the military across the board. And I don't remember what their percentage is, but it's real high because it's mostly a volunteer organization.
I'm sorry, that's one organization Oh wait, no, Red Cross. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah,
well,
but
it's all right, Adam. It's still early. Calm down there,
guys
buddy.
are deployed and stuff. That's how you get emergency messages and stuff to the guys overseas. It's all done through the Red Cross, and they do a great job at it.
Out in the middle of nowhere, they found me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's weird. I mean, it wasn't set up like it is today. You know, you got your base camps and stuff like that. I mean, we were out in pup tents.
Right.
It was messed up. Yeah, and they found me.
Yeah, there are actually some websites. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to try and find it, where you can actually go and check the charity to see what the percentages are and see how much like the CEO makes and just everything. And I mean, there are some that are better than others. It seems like the ones that are the most advertised, the ones that everybody knows about, like the Wounded Warrior Fund. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but it seems like the more somebody knows about it, the more they're spending on marketing, and the more money they're spending on getting the message out. So maybe the less money goes towards whatever the cause is. But I mean, then if they're getting bigger totals, then they
I think,
might be giving out more, even though it's a smaller percentage.
yeah, I think Wounded Warrior is like 50 to 70%, but I think overall that 50 to 70% is probably more than the ones that are 100% because they do the marketing and because they do all that stuff. I mean, I don't think anybody is intentionally lining their pockets, off
Oh, like
the
the Rooted Warrior farm? I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but
Way to go, Caesar.
good job there, Caesar.
The hell did I do?
Playing in the background.
Yeah, the thing's not muted in the
Oh,
background.
Chad Pagel.
what?
He was playing the other feed in the background.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I didn't even.
there's certain things you'll never live down, Oscar.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold Navy.
Yeah, see.
De La Hoya.
Yeah, I've been battling Captain Morgan for 2 weeks now.
Oh, you're never living that one down, man.
No.
That was one of your better toe taps, though, that I've seen.
Chad, did you ever see the banner I made, the previous one?
Oh, are you Jesse?
Yeah.
Well, nice to meet you, brother.
You too, brother.
Yeah, we saw I did see the
I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I just kind of put cartoon characters, like they were each like person, but I guess there was like one person that didn't like it. But I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know.
it was cool, and you know something, it would have been fine to put up. Beggars can't be choosers, in my opinion, and it looked good. So I don't know, but
It was just kind of like a funny, like everybody was like a
Yeah.
certain cartoon character. You know what I mean? I think I kind of hit the spot on most people. And then Katie Patton said she wanted to be a turkey. So like the only thing I could do with her is I put her hair on like a cartoon turkey, and like I don't know if it was her that was upset about it, but she said there was Sarah said there was one person that was not cool with it. And I was like, really? Like, I thought it was pretty cool to put all those little cartoon characters that kind of look like everybody.
Dude, do not take that. Don't take that as anybody was upset. Nobody was upset. It wasn't that. Hey, I thought I looked like a badass personally.
You did. You got your bow and arrow up. You were ready to rock.
I looked like a hottie. Yeah.
Speaking of banners,
You're gonna have to work harder on displeasing more people.
yeah, exactly.
I know. I guess I do.
Please don't take that. Yeah, that didn't come. It did not come out right. That it looked like your efforts that you put in. It wasn't like that, and I think it was just a matter of, hey, do you like this? Like you didn't put a lot of work into it or something, and it was just an immediate, no, not really, but it wasn't. They didn't consider the amount of time and effort and everything else that was done for free. So
Yeah.
please don't take that as, a bunch of snobby people you can't please.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I thought it
Is
looked
that a
awesome. and I
PBR
love
you were
that.
drinking at 8 in the morning?
I
Hey,
wasn't
man,
gonna
it's like-
say that, Sean.
I before you came in the room, I let everybody know, like, I haven't gone to bed yet. Like, I don't sleep at night, so my nighttime is my daytime. So this is like, I'll go to bed as soon as this is over.
I wasn't judging. I was just like, damn, cool, go for it, man.
Oh,
I
Jesse,
come on and off the morning shows. I have liquid breakfast sometimes.
No, I bartended in this town for 6 years. I'm dead stuck on a graveyard shift. Like I'm up from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till usually 4 or 5 in the morning. So
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the opposite, man. I've just never been able to get out of the whole grind where just waking up really, really early and going to bed early, and I don't know. I like to get my kid to bed and just pass out right after that.
Yeah,
I
we
used,
know.
I used to deliver papers a while back, and there's these guys that in their apartment they'd have like 6 or 7 of them over because Wednesday and Thursday or something like that during the week were their days off, and they worked graveyard at the same place. They'd have freaking barbecues and stuff. 3:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, you're delivering papers. Like, damn, that smells good already, man. What the?
My roommates literally just went to bed because they had like a huge party here last night. We played like King's Cup, like they were partying till like 5 in the morning, and I was like, okay guys, I can't party with you. I gotta do this yard sale.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're out of time. Time to
Oops.
wrap this up. But we were talking about the banner today. If you have an idea for the banner, go over to my group, the Reseller Wakeup, on Facebook, and I've got it posted there. Just kind of the rough sketch of what I'm looking for. I want to find somebody to basically help me out, get that thing going. But I've got this little cell phone clips onto your windshield. This is the one that I use. This is the one that Chad
Sent it to me,
suggested
dude.
that I use. Got Cool Toad's logo on there. Pretty awesome.
Yeah,
But,
that's the one we use in our videos in our car, and
Yeah.
it really works well.
But yeah,
And it's
if you
cheap.
they're pretty cheap. This one, uh, this version, like the branded one's a little bit more expensive, but it
I
doesn't.
paid like $4, I think, for mine.
Yeah, you can get them on eBay cheap, but we're not talking about how cheap the prize that I'm trying to give away to the contest winner is here. We're talking about the free thing that you're gonna get that works
I'm
great
sorry.
that we all use.
No,
Hey, you're a step up from the used clothing steamer you gave away for your last prize.
Hey man, she was very happy with that steamer.
Well,
But-
I'm not saying people weren't happy with it.
people can't find those little portable steamers, and they're very desirable amongst our community.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
I actually, mine's not portable, but I got a Dirt Devil one.
But yeah, if you're looking at making some videos and you're not looking to try to come up with a banner for my for the show, you can get these pretty cheap. Find them on eBay. Get with Chad or me. We'll get you the link if you're interested. And like I said, it just makes it easier to make good videos when you're on the fly. You don't get the rumble and stuff. Like you can go in the Hangouts even if you can get some 4G or some Wi-Fi. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna shut this down. We're gonna open it up. Right now we're full, but I'm sure a couple people will drop off after we get off there. But anyway, look forward to seeing you all again Monday morning. You can go see the Toadcast tonight. It's on. What time's the Toadcast, Sean?
5 Pacific, 8 Eastern.
8 Eastern Standard Time. So I might be on there for a few minutes before I have to go to the gym, but I know Chad's always on there, and they're always a good time. And if it's half as fun as it was last night, then you'll enjoy it. But
Vicar's Church is Sunday, you said?
Yeah, it will not be half as fun this Friday.
oh, it won't be half as fun.
For having me on, Paul. By the way, I appreciate you having me on, bro.
Well, thanks for coming on. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with on the banner. But anyway, everybody, if you can just get with me on Facebook, we can talk a little bit, get you in on a private hangout so that we can just talk, go over some of the stuff, and yeah, encourage all of you to come and check out these hangouts. They're a lot of fun. They get you a lot of good information, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks.
You need to give away that R2D2 back there.
What do I got to give away?
That R2D2 sitting on your shelf.
Oh hell no, that's my R2. Maybe someday, maybe at 5,000 subscribers, I'll give that away.
Yeah.
But thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.